Suns and Cross Watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Cancer to new moon in Aquarius, January 2023. Happy New Year. I am your reader, fellow Pisces moon, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free if you like, and if you like, there's also a link in the description box for my Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Subscription platform gives me lots of creative leeway as a mystical artist. 8 levels of subscribers. We got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses is one. They are the top tier. They get everything, but all of my subscribers get some cool stuff. They get me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me. Exclusive content. We release it to YouTube every now and again when we're feeling it, right? We talk about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. Always a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, something to send us on our way. And it is my absolute favorite way to start the day. Even though it rhymes. I know it rhymes. And they also got all the extended readings, right? All the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. I love it so much, building a lovely community, and the Pisces is the fish family, the Mer family is strong over on my Patreon. So if you want a deeper dive, let's keep it aquatic, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Malcolm, Patreon on Patreon, because dolphin or shark, I'm not stopping anytime soon, apparently, because I love it so much. And I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but my Mer family, just call me Mal, right? Because there's no business, show business. Only certain people are going to get that joke, and I'm okay with it. Let's get down to work, shall we? This shadow work. If you are new to the channel, an 8-card draw means it's 1 card from 8 different decks, getting clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, a 2-week waning moon timeline, which we will get to momentarily. I have been doing these 8-card draws for other things, starting with my own 8-card draw just for 2023. Blew my mind. Blew me out of the water as a Pisces moon. It was better than I could have chosen myself if I went card by card, deck by deck. Did it then for my friend Lillian Carter, filmmaker, choreographer, best friend from college. She's coming down in a couple of days. We're going on an adventure. Her 8-card draw blew us both out of the water, and she's a Cancerian. So if you want to talk at the end, hang out until the very, very end. We'll talk about readings, but we can apply this. It's really not a spread. It's a draw. To anything. But for now, we're talking about the full moon in Cancer, Friday, January 6th, 6:08 p.m. That is today. That is the time of this recording. Took a nice nap, got stuff done. Lil's coming, got to get the house ready. Full moon in Cancer. Perfect, right? Friday, day of Venus, so obviously people are going to be catching this afterwards. So, you know, when the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek, and that's why I do the 5-card draws from new to full. And I'll get those done before we get to the new moon. But let's look at this 2-week period, right? When the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek, and then get ready to let go, release, right? Surrender. Do the spiritual alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace. As lead has 3 more atoms than gold, cannot be created or destroyed, only changed or transformed. Hence the shadow work, and there's a whole bunch of links in the description box about shadow work, even a documentary that I think you might enjoy, very, very well done. High pre-production value. You might want to catch that because then let's look at that letting go. Mars is going direct on the 12th, all right? So it's retrograde now at the time of this recording. Then Mercury's going direct to the 18th. Yay, wonderful. The sun is going into Aquarius on the 20th, and then the next day, new moon in Aquarius, Saturday, January 21st. 3:53 p.m. and that's wonderful, right? To like clear the let go so that you can plant that seed in an Aquarian, egalitarian, humanitarian way in whatever way, shape, or form that works for you, right? But the 3 days before that, the dark moon, the balsamic moon, when the shadow work tends to pile up, right? The death before rebirth, take your metaphors as you like. Well, then we're looking at what? The 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st. So Mercury retrograde, that could be a little wacky. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed, and that's what these readings are for. Cool. Look, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to see if there are repetitive words or themes, right? To get you more clues, tips, and hints about the shadow work available for you to shift to a more golden timeline. And cross-watchers are always welcome on my channel. Just understand, you'll get more than just understanding and sympathy for the one you are cross-watching for. If you apply this to yourself, you will be helping them move from more lead to gold, bit by bit by bit, making this world a better place in general. Yeah. All right. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I'm a Pisces moon. I will do the best that I can to get us the clarity, guidance, and grace so that we end up more dolphin than shark maybe, but definitely more gold than lead come this new moon. I guess that's about it. The shift from explanation to divination comes in the still point. So by all means, still point. And we are locked on. As I go using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, end of the series, save the best for last. You always, always do. I love my fishy family. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype, right? Hanging up there, the soul power to be alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, shifting the electromagnetic dynamics of all of the chakras and their energy fields, what they attract and what they repel, so they have the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in their sacred contracts, reason, season, or lifetime. This full to new 2023 Shapeshifters. Oh man, I got the Shapeshifter archetype. It's not lifelong, it's not lifetime. It does come and go for reasons. This is a wild card family archetype, which means this can be applied in any sort of different, even may appear as one of the other 8 families of archetypes, but I like a wild card. Oh, the shadow attribute written on the bottom indicates the lead. That's just an easier language to do this with. The light, the gold, understanding we're all somewhere, a reason, season, or lifetime on a percentage scale. The shadow attribute of the shapeshifter, projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. I don't know if you're watching the news, maybe you are, maybe you're not, but we've seen that before on planet Earth. Come on, that's sort of ancient, right? It's a political move, but this can be applied to not just politics, right? So you're one way in one room, you know, across the hall, go into the other room, you're totally somebody else. Now, that's a little bit different than being a salamander. Check this, the light attribute, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. There's a second part to that, but let's start there, right? A skill is something you develop over time, right? We have inborn skills, but we refine them like tools, knives, pick your metaphor, right? But different levels of consciousness is often about meeting people where they are at, right? So if you are a mystic, like I'm a witch, you know, you don't start off in Starbucks like, there are, right? You know, it's like, I would love a latte. I hope you really have a good day, right? Be kind, be nice, meet people where they're at. But here's the visionary part of it, ability to see potential in everything, to see the gold in everything, which you got to admit is sort of a Pisces thing, but is it based in truth or illusion? You know, tricky. So this is look, man, I can shapeshift. Can. And you know, how old is the shapeshifter archetype? I mean, just shamanically on the planet, right? How many gods shapeshift? I mean, Zeus, he got round, right? Oh, golden shower. Mop up aisle 3. I'm allowed to joke. Let's do the next 4 chakras down. with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the feminine energy. It's a feminist deck. The internal. Heart, throat, third eye, crown chakra. Nobody needs to know about unless you want to tell them. That's the thing. And Pisces in particular can keep that shit guarded pretty well. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, a little nose whistle there, huh? Still point. Oh dear. I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Pisces. Powers of the West, please, beloved goddesses of immutable, changing, ebbing, flowing water. One card in clarity for the Piscean collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, maybe even giving this reading. What do you got for us? What do we need to be aware of? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. Because bottom line, throat chakra, it is our choice, our decision to do the alchemy or not. Delay what can no longer be prevented or not. So what do we need to look at inside to alchemize this shapeshifter from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, this full to new? The Lovers archetype. Now look, is it romantic? It's only the second card down. Breathe, my mer people. It is Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, and she's swimming with a friend. Maybe in her see-through nightie, it's see-through, so it's hard to tell. The Lovers card is always about life-changing decision. However, in an 8-card draw or similar, when it represents a group of chakras, it's all 4 of them. It's major arcana. Heart chakra dominant, sure. But the Lovers card is really about the unconditional truth, right? Well, all-encompassing truth in the mind, unconditional love in the heart, making the choices, right, to make loving, wise, empowered choices. The masculine, the feminine, incongruency, and a decision is a little bit different than I'll have a cup of coffee. You know, it's life-changing. So being able to see the potential in things, leaning into the gold a little bit more, which, you know, means you got to look at the lead a bit. Maybe you're dealing with some shapeshifters, but it's still your lesson, right? Then honestly, there is, of course, a vibe of love here, but let's keep going. That's where we got to look at this from the outside in, inside out. Mythic tarot, lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy, the yang dynamic, relationships in the physical world. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. I ain't kidding. Still point. Yeah. I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the West, beloved gods of mutable water. What's going on? Outside in, inside out, lower 3 chakra dynamics for the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. I feel it in the second chakra. I don't know what this is, so what do we need to be aware of to alchemize the shapeshifter from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy with the Lovers? Aphrodite, heart, throat, third eye, crown dynamic. This full to new. 2 of Cups! Called it out. Second chakra. This is most likely romantic. This is most likely romantic, sexual. You know, if you know me, I do not clickbait. I don't just always assume it is that, but come on. 2 of Cups, Eros and Psyche. On the internet, there you find so many things, but on YouTube, a wonderful animated version telling the myth of Eros and Psyche. A true love story. Truth, love, true love, right? You got to get that in alignment. And in a shapeshifter, well, watch out. Watch out. Little Sam Merlot energy there. Oh, Sam Merlot. Oh, I think my mouth just watered. Woof. Let's leave that where it is. Get these other cards on the table, and then we'll see where we are. I know. It's a little too... I don't think that's a big conclusion to jump to, though. But let's ask the Ascended Masters by all means. I mean, it's a wild card, archetype, shapeshifter. But, you know, Pisces is mutable water. So there is that ability to go from dolphin to shark and everywhere in between. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, but we're going to call that as well of the wild cards, because there's too many ways this kind of thing can play itself out with a wild card archetype in general. So please, clarify. One card in clarity. The perfect healing mantra for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading to help us alchemize Shapeshifter in the 8th. Lovers on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer. I mean, come on, any other reader anywhere worth their salt would say this feels like an interesting love thing. This full to new, January 2022, allowing appreciation. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. Now, of course, when you're walking on sunshine, Katrina and or the waves, you know, it's easy to do. Like, my coffee is divine, right? Because maybe you're getting your stuff touched, or maybe there is this second chakra vibrino, a little push and pull in a good way, though. It feels, and you know, just be really, really sure you're not changing who you are. Don't be fronting if this is for realsies, because you can appreciate every step of the way, which is why I'm going to read Allowing Appreciation from the Bookie Book, as I like to refer them, because they're not giant tomes of knowledge and information. They're little bookie books of wisdom and information. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. But mind you, not all at once. Don't start with the things that annoy you, right? When appreciation is allowed, everything is seen as a gift for the evolution of your soul. The more often you appreciate, the greater value you feel within your own life. While there is true worth in uncovering your life's purpose, most feelings of discontent are not caused by what you do or don't do. They are created simply by a lack of perceived value in your environment. Now look, I'll tell you, I'm from New York. I wake up salty, I get sweeter as the day goes on. That's why I have a flexible but daily morning spiritual practice, and throughout the days, particularly before videos, right? A little something, right, that I really do appreciate. It keeps me balanced to the best that I can be. So, you know, feelings of discontent, that's honest, that's honorable if you feel like you're not getting what you want, but that's not what I'm picking up in this read. It's not caused by what you do or don't do. They're created simply by a lack of perceived value in your environment. Instead of waiting for things to get better before you allow appreciation, you must be willing to acknowledge the value in all things. Well, little by little, not all at once. It's a bit much for a weekend, let alone a 2-week period. This will awaken the feelings of elation that are always alive within you, which means the core of who we are is joy. And it does come down to our decision of how we want to do this, and if this is something new, an attraction. See, Eros and Psyche, at this point, he's seen her, but she has not seen him. She doesn't get to see him till the 5 of Cups face to face, but they get married in the 3. What? Well, because he's the god of romantic love, and everybody fucking falls in love with him because he's hot. He's Aphrodite and Aries kid, I'm pretty sure. You know, that's a hot combo, right? So, you know, the appreciation of just taking for what it is. And it's like, oh, this feels interesting. I like this. I appreciate that. It could be helpful, right, to tune into that elation. But this could be a life-changing just thing at the same time. This mantra is ideal for increasing worthiness, decreasing feelings of scarcity, like if you haven't had a lot of this for a while, I mean, really, the pandemic alone, and raising your vibration, and I always recommend with this, Rampage of Appreciation, Abraham Hicks. There's got to be 10 billion YouTube videos about Abraham Hicks and Rampage of Appreciation. The other one I like of theirs is I Want to Choose a Better Feeling Thought. You know, asking it is given. Law of Attraction, who's he, what's this, you do you. Well, so there is something here, heart, throat, third eye, crown, about bringing this into alignment, but you do it in loving, wise, empowered ways. That's going to help clear your eyes. And look, if the second chakra goes then it's saying right now in this moment that's a yes. But if it goes or meh, for now it's a no. Or sometimes it's just absolute no, the doors slam, right? Just saying. Okay, here we go. Second chakra is element of water, 2 of Cups. There you have it. All right, the newest to the Drawing the Circle Productions divinatory team, the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, Finhorn Press does oracles. I did not know that. I picked this up at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs when I was visiting my family. Blown out of the water, Finned Horn, Scotland. Look it up. Roses in the snow, cabbages in the sand. This is probably the last time I say that in a reading video, but you never know. It's magnificent, and the keywords are not written on the cards, just the names of the archangels. So you got to look it up, and there's a lot in there. So this has been pretty mind-blowy. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh yeah, hit the lower back, second chakra from behind. I call to the archangels, the pantheon of archangels for the Piscean collective. There we go. Sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. It feels good watching this video, receiving this reading. Who's the archangel assigned to this case, this contract, this alchemy from shadow light led to gold, pain to peace, the shapeshifter in the 8th, lovers on the inner, 2 of cups on the outer, allowing appreciation, allowing, very third chakra, very much only we can allow it or not allow it, allowing ourselves to do that. So who's the archangel? What is their guidance, their grace, their love, their wisdom, their power for the Pisces and the cross watcher this full to new? Asariel, and again I am officially calling this the Jada Essence Hall card. Oh, Drag Race starts tonight. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Thank god I have DVR. Because I gotta clean the house. Very, very, very lovely here. I believe this one is about, believe it or not, emotional stuff. And guess what? She's got a trident in her hand. So we are looking at emotional Piscean Neptunian energy. Card number 22. Jada Essence Hall card. I love her. I love her. Hold on, we're getting there. Oh, there she is. Asariel, emotional expression. Drink her in. And she'll drink you in too. Archangel Asariel is the patron archangel of the waters who rules over the planet Neptune. Pisces, done. Like her Caribbean water goddess image in the oracle, she appears in shimmering, watery robes, a crown of shells, and carrying a trident. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Her colors are green, aqua, and blue. Come on now. As the Archangel of Water, Asariel helps us connect with our deep emotions, creativity, dreams, and intuition. She can show us how to tap into our sensitive side and honor our thoughts, feelings, and inner guidance. Guiding the deep and often untapped recesses of your spirit, Asariel can help you navigate the endless ocean of treasures life holds for you. She allows you to let go of fear and flow with the currents of experience, supporting you through any ups and downs, like allowing appreciation. Like, you know what? It's the journey. It is what it is. And you know what? My hair looks good today. Let's start there. The message: you are naturally intuitive and deeply sensitive. Acknowledge and trust your emotions as they can act as a powerful compass. As a shapeshifter, feel out the room and navigate accordingly with wise, loving, empowered decisions, because you never know who's going to cross your path. I don't know, Mercury's retrograde. This could be a come around. Oh no, when they come around. Right? But there are feelings here. So let that process, let that decision to move this gradually from shadow to light led to gold, pain to peace through emotional expression, because it is about expressing yourself. Could be interesting. So, well, particularly if this is a love thing and you're feeling it and it's mutual, then, you know, how do you express yourself? What are you going to say, right? Anyway, let's ground it with the Divine Animals Oracle, because we're still in animal bodies, right? Human is not vegetable or mineral. We're animal. You got to choose one of the three. So let's see what your spirit animals and totems are about this. Everybody has spirit animals and totems. I've had many cats throughout my life. I absolutely have. Mostly black cats. Those are the ones that find me. They're all individual spirit animals. My current 3 boys have been girls before, because they keep reincarnating with me over and over and over again. I am, after all, a witch. And I'm a zombie and witch. I'm not a zombie. I don't date the undead if avoidable. And then there's the totem of the black cat. It's just bigger. It's the sum total of spirit, soul, energy, wisdom, love, wisdom, and power, and on all of that. So everybody's got them around them at all times. Let's see who's there to help. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I feel like that anticipation, but anticipation can also be anticipation of worst case scenario. So appreciating what's happening in the moment is probably going to be helpful. Thank you. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, I'll make it plural and inclusive. Who walks with us, who swims with us, who flies with us, who crawls with us, giving us the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, and the oracle message to help us alchemize the shapeshifter in the 8th from shadow to light, lead to gold, paint peace, Aphrodite on the inner, her son and daughter-in-law to be at least at the 2 of Cups there, Eros and Psyche on the outer, allowing appreciation with emotional expression. Ooh, what's the totemic spirit animal energy here to help us do this? This is my family's sense of humor coming back to haunt me. This full to new nice beaver. Thanks, I just had it stuffed. I just made Pisces spit coffee somewhere. I can feel it in the quantum ripple. Well, work is the name. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. No, not on YouTube. Even though I'm not monetized. Work. Now, look, this is a shadow work read, right? Is this about work or is this about the work that it takes? In relationships in general, it's definitely, it's going to take work to make it work. You got to teamwork to make the dream work. Card number 27. That's just, I'm not. You know, a good percentage of my spirit guides are dead comics and writers and, you know, stand-ups and all of that. I call them the Shecky Collective, and they are just fucking ruthless with me. And I wouldn't change it for a second. Nice work if you can get it. I'm just going to read you the first part and the last part of this. Ward, you're a little hard on the beaver last night. Card number 27, to love your work is a gift. Find a balance between work and rest. Doing that. It is worth aligning your work with your purpose if you can. Being positively, mindfully engaged in your work, no matter what it might be, is healthy. Someone may be attempting to micromanage you at your job, and this is not an optimum way to work. Well, I'm the boss, so I am a Virgo, so guilty? With a question mark? Perhaps it is time to be your own boss. Well, they're sort of my bosses, you know, the real chairman of the board, the gods, the higher, what's beaver magic about? Can't. Please forgive me. I lived through the 70s. I was born in 68, and my family has a very, very dark. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, thank the gods, the magic. When you find it hard to motivate yourself or when things are not working out with your career or work situation, beaver energy can help. Big beaver energy. When you need help finishing a physical project or attracting good craftspeople, call upon beaver magic to assist. You know, the take on this, if your second chakra is ringing that this is romantic, you meet through work, I would think, right? Yeah, unless we go completely symbolic on it, and that there is work that got you here, right? If this is not literally about your work, career, or vocation in the world, and certainly as a shapeshifter, the ability to see the potential in all things, right? Is it specifically potential? The potential in everything, right? So with that emotional expression and allowing appreciation, I mean, this could absolutely be about somebody really falling in love with their work, right? Doing the alchemy, really seeing the potentials in there. And that's wonderful too. But not usually with the 2 of Cups. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless this is like a new thing that's coming into you. Well, let's go. We still got 2 more cards. And they're all good. I don't work with crap decks. Not even the crap deck. By who through poo. Thanks. Thanks, Carrie Fisher. Okay, the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, as I said in card number 1. 3 atoms in between lead and gold. Hence, obstacles, symbolically speaking. Lord Ganesh, or The Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angelo Hartfield, is about removing those obstacles, though he is the Hindu god, elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. I think if this is a work situation, which I'm down for, right? Like, work comes, well, the gods come first. Then friends and family. Then work. Oh, I'm in there too. So let's see what hits the table. Because he's delightful. Remover of obstacles. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, elephant-headed god of the Hindus, god of prosperity, abundance, and remover of obstacles, beloved by billions over thousands and thousands of years. Please, beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message for the Pisces collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, help us remove the obstacles, alchemizing the shapeshifter from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, navigating levels of consciousness, and that's a lot. That can be all the way up to like unity consciousness, total divine consciousness, as well as seeing the potential in everything and making those loving decisions with the lovers on the inside, right? Loving, wise, empowered ones. 2 of Cups, second chakra, definitely feels like a second chakra. Pulling us forward. Feels like it's somebody else connected on the other end of that. Allowing appreciation, because the quality of our life does improve when we start appreciating it. It's just how it is. But that's no way to hack you can't hack the divine plan, right? You just enjoy and be and appreciate where you are, what you're doing with emotional expression. Take it from the inside out somewhere. Nobody else needs to know about it until you're ready to share it anyway. It's with work, with the beaver energy of all things. I mean, beavers live in water. There's a lot of water in this deck. I get it. But certainly that the way that they build, right, the beaver with its energy to like house, and it works where it lives and it lives where it works. What is the your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power? And this looks like it's going to be a very long 8-card shadow read for the Pisces collective this full to new. Decision. Not a direct double whammy, but I'll say pretty much a close double whammy adjacent. Hence, appreciating things, seeing things clearly, bringing this into congruency, seeing the potential but being wise about it, expressing the emotions maybe before acting on it. Remember, Mars is going direct, Mercury's going direct, dark moon before the new moon in Aquarius. May not be the best time to bust a move, but it is certainly your decision. Yeah, if you're going to ask somebody out, dark moon's not a great idea. I'd say definitely you want to start that on new to full, right? Wax it. Wax on, wax off. God. Let me read you what the Lord Ganesh has to say. Breathe in the decision. Consider all of your options to make an informed choice. What exactly do you want in this situation? Are you satisfied with the way things are moving in your life? Ganesh is guiding you to know that your desires are within your sights. See, that's what I mean. This could still very much be on the romantic sexual side of things. Odds are in your favor. Hunger Games? The decision, how hungry are you, shark? The decision that is before you is either sticking with what you know or breaking out and trying something new. This is a time for veering out into a new adventure and making a decision that deviates from your typical trend or habit. You know, whatever our work is in the world, and that's very different for everybody, work, career, vocation, however you want to say that, of course, it's a journey unto itself. And I have to say, I've met a lot of people through my work. Ganesha will gift you with a greater understanding of who you are and what you are capable of creating. Zero in on a goal. Take a step to make the selection. You have worked hard and really evolved through your life lessons. Get ready for a change. Motivate yourself by taking time to rejuvenate. Going to gurneys. Treat yourself to simple things that bring you joy. Discover new activities that take you away from routine. As you move through your day-to-day schedule in new ways, you create new thoughts. When Ganesha is holding the mace called Gada, it's mace. It's essentially a weapon, not something you spritz in somebody's eyes, just clarifying. He is challenging you to be more decisive. Wonder if it's made of nth metal. Once you start being more strong-minded, you will create the opportunity to reflect on your longer-term goals and desires. You'll then be in a better position to plan ahead, hey kitten, and ensure you achieve these goals. Come on up. Come on up, Mel. Come sit with me. You benefit now from a newfound sense of confidence and are ready for a major change. You might consider travel to exotic places, further education, or a major career change at this point. All of it life-changing decision. It's Shapeshifter. It could be any of that and everything we've talked about. This will expand your learning and development and grow your horizons beyond your immediate environment. With careful planning and a moderated approach, you will set yourself up for success now and moving forward in the future. All right, which does make sense that we're clearing a field for something new here, but good. It's your decision. It's always our decision, because we're all going to react out of fear at first, right? That's the ego. It speaks first and loudest. But then response is considered and is the decision that only we can make. And even if it's like, well, I like coffee, I like tea, I like the boys, and the boys like me, right? Start, right? Doesn't have to be Star Spangled Banner in your first 10 seconds, right? But just little by little by little, right? It's a good mantra. And I wouldn't necessarily consider this a waning moon. I would consider this more of a waxing moon, because it's about increase, not decrease. I like it. I like it. Last card down, though, as I said, there is gold hidden within this lead, which means there is a blessing in play already that you may or may not be aware of, but isn't it nice to see some light at the end of the tunnel with The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish. The blessings in here I do for real, right? I try and keep particularly the shadow reads light and, have some fun. I got a dark enough sense of humor, I can pull it off. Wearing Calvin Klein on the inner and Abercrombie and Witch on the outer. Of course, that's like a really good fashion niche for me, I'm thinking. So I'm going to do it for real. At the end of it will be the end of the reading, but I have to hang on for those last 2 minutes to release the collectives, and I usually do that by letting any residual goofy come out, unless it's a womp womp blessing, because womp womp blessings happen. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures, please, what is the gold within the lead? The hidden blessing, the light at the end of the tunnel. For the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, so that they can alchemize. We can alchemize Shapeshifter in the 8th, Lovers on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer, which I have to say really speaks, like any other tarot reader would say, with those 2 cards, one on the inner, one on the outer, life-changing decision involving romance. But with Shapeshifter, that is a wild card. So just to allow appreciation, if we can do that, just appreciate everything. It's like, I like my toothpaste, right? Oh, yay, we'll start there, right? With that emotional expression, the more we appreciate, the more that expression is going to be a little bit more dolphin to shark ratio, right? Leaning in that direction. It may take work, right? If this is not about a literal work situation, then really saying this is going to take work. But something that is to benefit us, that is an expression of the soul authentically, and yet it is our decision. The Mace Gada, to remove these obstacles, to prepare for something new by making the decision, setting a goal, taking a step. What do you got for us this full to new January? 2023. A blessing to heal a relationship. Now, that does bring it into the one-on-one Two of Cups things there, but it does shift. It does not necessarily absolutely carve in stone that it's a romantic one. But we do have a double whammy of decisions here, and we do have emotional expression and appreciation, but it's going to take some work. So, first of all, I don't know who styled her, but she looks amazing. She's got skulls and ravens, and yeah, it is in white. It's like, it takes a lot to be around, you know, skulls and ravens wearing all white, unless, of course, you're a ghost. I don't know if that's official uniform or not. I'll let you know when I croak. Card number 28. Spoiler alert. Someday I'm going to croak. Staying in the same body forever is not immortality. It's Nosferatu, and not for me. Not today, Nosferatu. You ready? That's the end of the goofy, but we'll see what happens. Please take a nice deep breath. Let me give you the best that I got. Still point. Pantheons of the pantheons, transmit, convey, confer this blessing through me for us, for the well-being of all. Here we go. A blessing to heal a relationship. A blessing to aid you when a relationship seems to be a struggle and you cannot find a way to mend your torn heart. Oh, Pisces, I know. This blessing is yours. A charge of energy with which can reweave the threads that once gently held you in suspended relationship. Once there was understanding and intimacy, ease and comfort, but for a while now, there may have been trouble and discord, a sense of displeasure that stains the days, making the time you spend together uncomfortable, self-conscious. Mercury retrograde. Mars retrograde. The men's might be coming back. So now take this blessing and pour it upon the troubled waters between you. Oh, this is the actual blessing. Good. Where there is an uneasiness, let the expression of what causes this be found, and if it be found within each other, let a gentle disentanglement begin until the source is discovered and cured without strain and blame. Let your hands reach out one to the other and feel the warmth of your humanity pulsing through the blood beneath the skin until the comfort of each other heals the coldness that has come between you. Let you begin to speak from the heart, flowing and strong, even if the voice that sends the words forth seems to choke within your throat. Third chakra. At first, choices and decisions. Let understanding begin to glimmer and grow, and the willingness to give and the openness to receive be explored until the hearts that lie within you both open up and bloom within the new care and tenderness with which you agree to hold each other's most cherished dreams and hopes. Two of Cups. Lovers on the inner. Let words, soft and true, fall between you until you begin to trust and arise from the bed of nails that you have each slept on since this disharmony came between the two of you. Blessed be. I feel a little naked. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. So it is. Threefold goddess vibe in there. Oh, that was good. That was good, Pisces. Oh, somebody coming back. Could be a past life thing you don't know about, but that's why if you want to book me for a private reading, I would be throwing way more cards on this if this were a client or even my own, and it might be, so I might anyway. Then there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but for right now, if this made sense to you, if this helped, if this resonated, please hit the thumbs up, right? Because this feels like a major thing. And you know, do we want to see more of that golden shapeshifter? Yes, we do. Then this is our role in it. So subscribe if you like. If you want more, right, hit the thumbs up. I'm going to be traveling with my friend Lil couple of days next week, going to a retreat. Gonna take social media with me, but we'll see. So, you know, hit that notification bell, because I could reel, I could short, I could maybe even reel shorts, I don't know. But if you want the deeper dive, and absolutely every single morning, out in Montauk, so excited, come play Patreon on Patreon. I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting a massage. I'm going to be in a saltwater indoor warm seawater pool. I'm down with it, and I'm up with it, and I'll be underneath the waves, swimming like the man from Atlantis, Patrick Duffy. So thank you so much for watching. Come play if you wanna. But most importantly, my goodness gracious, my beloved fishy family, I love you. Hang in there. This may not be easy, but it might very well in the end be simple. I love you. Hang in there. Reach out if you need help. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.